Hey, hope you're having a good day. Just wanted to share this quick story with you. It's a real estate story. So if you're not interested in real estate, maybe don't tune in. But if you're a homeowner or a buyer, this might interest you. It's a bit of a story about what happens with a property listing when it doesn't sell. Okay, so I'm going to share you this story. I'm not going to give names or anything like that. But basically, we had a property on the market. Now, we had it on our books for probably about 4 weeks and then maybe on the market for about 8 weeks in total. And we had a great marketing campaign. It's the Expressions of Interest campaign, which has been having a lot of success with us recently. So we chose to run that campaign and had it on the market for 8 weeks, right? We had thousands of people. We do digital marketing to the next level. And so through that digital marketing campaign, man, the amount of people that viewed the ad, but also clicked on the ad was incredible. And that leads to hundreds more views than your regular platforms like realestate.com and Domain can get you. Now, realestate.com and Domain are important and it's great to have your property there, but digital can just reach so many more people and from such different audiences as well, not just people that are looking in your particular pocket where you might be selling a particular property. Anyway, short of the story is we had thousands of people looking at the property. We had very successful open homes at the start, and that's always the case, right? You list a property and that first open home should be busy. The second home should be pretty busy. The third open home, maybe a little bit less, but still busy. And then after that first, initial phase, 3 to 4 weeks, you'll find that curve starting to deplete. And that's because at any given one time, there are this many people on the market and you pop a property in the middle of that and they all jump on it. They look at it online. Some of them inquire, some come to the open homes, and then suddenly the buyers are diminished, right? And so then you're just waiting on for the new people to come into the market. So anyway, that's what happened. We had, and we changed things along the campaign. And every time we made a little change, we seemed to get more numbers inquiring and through the open home. So I think it's important to be proactive and refresh the ad, not just let it sit there, because if you let it sit there, it will become stale. And this market, it is a little bit uncertain at the moment. There's properties that are selling very quickly, but there's properties that are not anymore. Back 2 years ago, everything was selling like hotcakes. Not quite the same now, so you need to be proactive. In that 8 weeks, we had, I think it was 6 offers. Might have been 7, but let's say 6 offers on the property, right? Which is great. And we had offers come through very early on. However, it wasn't quite at the vendor's expectation. So they wanted up near, 1.2, let's say. And I think the first offer that came in was closer or a bit under the mil mark, right? Anyway, we ran the campaign, and our desire is always to get the best we can from the market. And this campaign allows us to get buyers that are interested to make offers where they're comfortable. And that really helps us gauge very quickly what the market sees as far as the value of this property. Now, you're always going to get those cheeky buyers or those buyers that maybe are seeking a bargain, whatever it is. And we had one of those, down near $700,000 come through, made an offer, obviously not in the ballpark. But then we had bulk of the offers around the 900 to a mil marker, right? So most of the offers were in that category. We had one that just nudged above a mil, and then we had another one that came somewhat above a mil, but they decided not to go forward in the end because of certain reasons that don't need to be discussed, personal choice for the buyers. Anyway, whatever the case is, we had 6 offers ranging from, that 700 low cheeky offer up to about $1.50 for this particular property. Now, it wasn't meeting their vendors' expectations, and to be honest, I actually thought the property was worth a bit more than that too. But not up to me, not up to the owners, really up to what the buyers see as value based on everything else they're seeing right now, and affordability is an issue as well, and understandably the cash rate and the interest rates are high, and that limits people's borrowing capacities and what they're willing to put forward to a property. But whatever the case, you can see very quickly through a campaign where buyers see value, and that's what we achieved with this campaign. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, we didn't get to continue with that listing. The owners decided not to move forward with the offers we had. And perhaps, I guess this is the part of the story which I think is really important to understand. And I know it's quite easy to make a decision to change agents, but you got to say, well, why are we actually changing? Is it because we're upset with the agent, or we're just not feeling that we're getting the result? Because what happens in the industry is often another agent will come through and say, hey, I'm surprised you haven't sold. Yeah, we've got buyers, and yeah, I'm sure we can get you more money. Right, and of course, as an owner, if you're not quite there getting the interest that you want at your price, you might jump on that opportunity and get excited by that opportunity. particularly if they offer free marketing and things like that, which a lot of agents will do, and they might even, offer a very low commission. Usually that's not what gets the results, and usually I've found, and every now and then I'm proven wrong, but often you find that properties that relist with another agent and again usually sell for a price that they could have otherwise achieved early on, or sell for a price that's very less than what could have been achieved early on. Every now and then you find one that sells above, and you just get lucky with that premium buyer, and that can happen with any property at any time. But usually the best results come in that first campaign of a property. So anyway, and I've got a case study for that actually. I had a client a couple of years ago now, and we had an offer come in on their property at $825,000. Wow. $825,000, and they said, "Oh, we want $850." We tried to negotiate. The buyer was not coming up any further, and the owner said, "No, we're not accepting any less than that." After we listed the property, market feedback came through very strongly around the mid sevens, so already $75,000 less than that first offer. After 4 months or 3 or 4 months of getting some offers that still weren't at that $850 level, they decided to list with another agent as well, and spend another 4 months on the market with them, another marketing campaign which would have cost a few $1,000s. They end up selling, and this is where it really breaks my heart, they end up selling for $698,000, which is $127,000 less than that first offer 6 months earlier. So imagine how much more advanced you could be. So the importance of this story, I think, is to make an educated guess. It's very easy as a homeowner to go, well, that's what we want and that's what, we believe it's worth. But you will find, and this is why you hire agents, right? Because they're the experts in the industry. They know how to get offers from the market. If you're not getting offers, it's a bit of another story, and sometimes that can happen for various reasons. But generally, you'll get interest and feedback even if you're not getting offers. Every buyer that we come through, we say, hey, here's some forms, give us your feedback. What do you think the property's worth? What would you pay for it? So you can have that educated decision to go, okay, well, this is a fair value and this is not a fair value. So that's my story today. Hope you've enjoyed that. We've got more properties coming to the market all the time, and we love to talk, I love to talk real estate. So if you have any questions real estate related, whether you're selling, if you've got a property to rent, you just want advice, give us a call. We'd love to help you. My name's Lee from MPG, and have a great day ahead.